Hey YouTube fam, welcome to your class, welcome to your practice. My name is Rain and I'm going to be here to guide you towards your mindful movement for today. So if this is your first time to be in this channel, welcome. I have two blocks here with me. I usually don't have props, but if you do have, please feel free to grab one. Today, two will be great because we'll be using it today. If you don't have any, thick books are good. And if you have been doing this before, maybe no props at all, yeah? So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been here on the channel, watching my flows, working with me and donating also. I see you. Thank you so much for all your comments. If you love this channel, if you love this class, please put up a like, subscribe, let me know how your practice went, comment, just so you know we can put up some engagement, and probably this will be a little bit more than just sharing your passion. But yeah, let's go and start your practice. Without further ado, let's go find yourselves grounded on the mat. So you're gonna go and lie down first. Yes. Our favorite part. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head all the way down onto the mat. Give yourself just a nice few shakes. Step both of your feet wide. Swing side to side with your knees. If you think that my plants are burning, they're not. There's just an incense there that I put. That's why it's smoking. Yes, just notice how this feels in the low back. If you want, you can try to somehow ground or make your knees as low to the ground as possible. Opening the hips, the front, the sides. It's a nice opening on the low back as well. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, and in through the nose and out through the mouth. Once you're ready, come back center. Step both of your feet hip-width distance apart. Plant your hands here on the sides. If you want some more, let's go and find a block. We're gonna place your block in between your thighs as far as you can to the knees, or maybe to the inner thighs if you want, up to you. Now, hands onto the sides. You wanna tuck the tailbone first. I want you to grip everything in there as much as you can. Notice if the glutes are clenching. Round onto the heels, yeah, so make sure everything is engaged on the glutes first before you lift. As you exhale, allow the hips to drive itself up to the ceiling, the sky. If you're feeling this on the neck, I want you to press the shoulders down on the mat. Just here for two more. Pull the belly in and then softly release. Go back center. Let's do that one more round. Plant on all of your feet. Yes, hands down. Tuck the tailbone, engage the glutes, and slowly lift your hips up as much as you can. Press on all of your shoulders. We don't need a back bend here. We just want to engage the glutes, the hamstrings, feeling the press on the heels. Last one from the inner thighs. And then softly release. Good job. Release the block. Make sure nothing is painful. Take your knees towards your heart. Give yourself one good hug. Swing side to side. As you can see, I only have one perspective today. Again, I still don't have the time to somehow erase all of the videos on my phone just yet to create like a two perspective kind of a class. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, come back center. Plant both of your feet here. Let's grab a block once more. As you lift your hips, take a block, lowest setting or middle setting onto your hips. Not on the low back, just here on your bum. Somehow make sure you have your sweet spot. Find your balance. You can find two here if you feel like you need some more. Once you're ready, let's go and take one knee towards your heart. This is my right. You can go with your left first if you want. Notice how this feels. Option to stay. If you want some more, extend that left leg towards the top of the mat. Take your knee, your left knee and your left toes pointing to the sky. Everything is active on the left leg. Stay here, hands onto the knee, pull it in. So the more that you press your knee into the heart, the more you can open the left hip. Option to stay here, or maybe hands onto the inner thighs. Extend the leg towards the ceiling, the sky. Keep your shoulders down. One big breath here. You can somehow open the ankle to clockwise and counterclockwise. And then softly release. Come back center. Let's try the other side. Step the right foot. Left knee bends into the heart. Stay here, or again, right leg to the top. Flex the toes. Option to stay or again to the ceiling, the sky. You can clasp your hands, but keep your shoulders grounded. You can flex the toes clockwise and counterclockwise. It's not an obligation to lock that knee in, but if you feel like you need that, you just want to make sure that you're also engaging the front of your left leg. Last one, you got this. Softly release, come back center. Step both of your feet onto the mat. Lift your hips, release your block. Take all of your hips onto the mat. Extend both of your feet to the top. Reach your hands up and overhead. Give yourself one good stretch. And an exhale, release. Bend your knees to your heart once more. Hands onto the shins or to the inner thighs. Let's rock ourselves towards your tabletop. Curve the back. Maybe give it 2 or 3. As you step the feet to the mat, let's go to your forward fold. Nice. Stepping your feet hip width distance or even wider. Head down, shoulders relax. Keep a nice bend in the knees here, yes? Making sure that the weight are not just on the heels, but the monotoes as well. Hands on opposite elbow, swing side to side for ragdoll. Last one. Slowly release, come back centered for a halfway lift. Exhale to fall down. Now step both of your feet hip width distance apart once more. Hands in line with your feet. Left foot steps at the back of your mat for your first lunge. Left knee grounds down, untuck the back toes. Hands onto your right knee. Now you want to press that right knee, right leg away from you to keep an open heart. Soften the shoulders. It's a nice passive stretch on your left hip. Yes, if you want some more, hands at the back of your hips, your waist. So you're gonna press your hips forward and down. This is how this feels in the front of your left hip. If this is something that is somehow challenging for today, you can grab a block on that left thigh. It's like a wedge, yeah? You can even grab another here for your right hand. This is an option. Soften the shoulders, one big breath here. And then exhale, plant your hands, spider fingers. You want to tuck the back toes first. You want to step that left knee one step back and then extend the right leg for half split. You can crawl your hands. You can even grab your 2 blocks for your hands. If you feel like this is too much of a fold, you can keep the toes of your right foot down. You can even flex it off of the floor. And as you fold down, you want to make sure that the left hip is pressing forward, the right hip is pressing back. So it's not really about somehow the stretch at the back of the right leg. You want to firm the inner thighs too. You want to make sure all of your right leg, the front of your right leg active. So notice if the right thigh, the right quad is soft, you can bend that right knee, yeah, engage it. And then that's when you feel it, yeah. There's so much cue, but it's really, really important, especially for doing your splits. Lengthen as you breathe in. Keep the length. And exhale, see how deep you can fold, but making sure that the right hip is pressing back and it's not booty tooching to the right side. So notice how that feels. You don't need to go as deep as possible. But if you are here with me and if you want to go for some more sensation, make some space between the toes of your right foot. Yeah. Left knee presses forward. You can even crawl your hands forward as you fold down. So we're not somehow yanking our heart to the right knee, but rather we're pulling forward with our heart. So think about length rather than depth in the fold. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Good job. Looking forward. Bend that right knee. We're gonna lift that left knee to side. We're gonna pivot to the left side as we ground our left heel towards your Skandasana. So as you lift the left foot, you're gonna try to sit down on that right heel. A block if you must, yes. It's such a nice perspective, so just so you can see what's happening on the hips, yes? Let's spread our wings. Right arm against the right knee, right hand down, left hand up to the sky. If your right heel is off of the mat, that's fine, but I want you to make sure that you're engaging your pelvic floor. Pull the belly in. You're here for 4. Notice if the left leg is strong too. Last two. Last one. And then release. Gently come back center. We're gonna pivot to the other side. So come to lunge, toes pointing forward, and then toes pointing to the right long edge of the mat. So outer edges of the feet first. Notice how that feels. Yeah, crawl your hands as far as you can if you want. I'm gonna drop my left hand down. I'm gonna drop my hip, but it's not coming. It's not on the mat, yeah? This is hovering. You want to take your left shoulder towards the ear. Notice how that feels in the opening on the left side of the body. Maybe your right hand reaches back. Reverse Skandasana. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go into what we call, I got this from Travis Elliott. So we're gonna go and extend both of our legs. We're gonna go and crawl our hands onto the right side. So crisscross applesauce. You can bend both knees. You can lock them too. You can take your hands as far as you want. Yes, I remember he called this celibate pose. Tell me what you feel. We're just gonna feel this on the outer edges of the legs, maybe to the outer hips too. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Good job. Let's crawl back. Bend the right knee, toes point forward. Step the left foot beside your right. Uttanasana, forward fold, shake, shake, shake. So everything on the other side, yeah? Right foot down. Notice how that feels. Right knee grounds onto the mat. You can keep the right toes tucked. Plant your hands on that left knee. I want you to press the left knee away from the body, but keep your hips forward and down. And again, find your support. Block wedged under right thigh if you must, or hands at the back of the waist. Keep your heart open as you press your hips forward and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. And then let's release. Looking down, spider fingers or hands on the blocks. You can keep the right toes tucked as you step the right knee one step back. Left leg extends for half Hanuman. Flex the left toes if you want. Again, firm the inner thighs. Left hip back, right hip forward. Yes, you can find a block. Take your hands close to you if you must, or if you want. If you want to go for more, keeping everything happening on your legs, you can fold down. Hands stay forward. Again, pull the crown of your head to the top of the mat. Press the left hip back. Left thigh is active, especially the left quad, the top of your left leg. Make some space between the toes of your left foot. Lower belly is active so you can find stability. And of course, soften the face. Notice how you breathe. You're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's go bend that left knee. Step the left foot. Yes, lift the right knee. Let's go pivot to the right side this time for Skandasana. Again, you can find support here. We're using your blocks. Take a seat on the block. Hands stay forward. You can lift the left heel, thigh, yeah, and leg grounded. Left hand down. Open your wings. Right hand reaches sky. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go and reverse your Skandasana. Pivot to the center once more, and then ground onto the outer edges of each foot, toes pointing to the left side. You can take your right hand a little bit more forward. Again, a block here as you drop your right hip down. Left hand reaches back, so it's not just like a flare. It's really reaching your left hand to the back of the room, allowing this nice opening on the right hip. Right shoulder can go a little bit far towards your right ear, so you can feel that nice stretch too. Here for the last 2. Last one. And then softly release. As you lift the hip, we're gonna go and extend both legs as we crawl your hands to the left side. Again, crisscross. Yeah, it's like a reverse bracerita. Hands can be on the block if this is too much. Yeah. We're here for 4. You can fold. If you want to fold, you can bend the elbows. For 3, for 2, last one. And then softly release. Very nice. Let's go back center. Step the left foot forward, or right foot forward, for Uttanasana, forward fold, shake, shake, shake. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Then as you breathe out, let's take your feet to the edges of your mat, toes out, heels in for Malasana. Drop your hips low. Find a block there if you need support. Take your elbows onto the knees, hands in prayer to your heart. Soften the shoulders. So if you're on the flexible side like me, this might feel like nothing. What I want you to feel here is the opening of the inner thighs, the knees, and your elbows are somehow fighting. Make sure that they're fighting well. You're engaging your glutes, but keeping your core active. You're lengthening your spine. You're making sure that your shoulders are really, really trying to ground down to the mat. It's like a deep pressure on the shoulders, but keeping an open heart. Lengthen the neck, soften the face here, and clench the jaw. And notice how everything is giving you so much energy while you're still. You're here for the last one more breath. Nice. And then on your exhale, let's go and release. Plant your hands. Let's go back forward fold. Hips high, shimmy your feet. Hip width distance. Shake, shake, shake. Awesome. Once you're ready, let's go for some hip openings. Yeah, a little bit more. You got this. On your next breath, halfway lift. Inhale. On your exhale, fold. Yes, plant your hands. Step back to your downward facing dog. Doesn't have to be fancy, but if you're gonna go and fly, go ahead and fly. Right leg reach the sky. 3-legged dog. Keep your right hip in line with your left. And then keeping your left heel down, see how high you can go, but keeping your right hip low. Nice. Now open your hip to the right side. Keep on all of your hands pressed on the mat. And then we're gonna lift the left heel. Take your right knee to the right wrist. Gently swing the right foot to the left side. Shimmy the left leg back for your pigeon prep. Yeah, you can find a block, 1 or 2. You can ground that right ankle a little bit farther than you feel like you need to. Yeah, so the goal here is to pivot to the right side. So it's like your heart looking at the right knee. You can crawl your hands here and see if you can really drop your left hip down on the mat. So you can use your left hand to press it in. You can even ground on the shoulders more. Notice how that feels on the right side hip too. Yeah. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Come back center. Looking forward. This time, see if you can tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, but keeping your left hip down. You want to roll the inner thighs to the sky. Yeah, if you want some more challenge, spider fingers forward or take it to the side. Reach your hands up and overhead. Yeah, maybe hands on a prayer. You can look at your thumbs. We're here for 4. Left hip presses down. 3, 2, and 1. Look forward. Release your hands. Good job. Slowly, we're gonna shimmy our way to your right hip. Step the left foot forward. Yes. You can go and find your double pigeon. Left ankle on top of your right knee. Right foot shimmies a little bit forward in line with your right knee. Sometimes, people, they're very, very open when it comes to their internal and external rotation of the shin. And this might feel like nothing. Good for you. For me, I'm bow-legged, so this is intense. You can find blocks in between or pillows in between. This is good enough. If you want some more, what I like to do is I try to fold down. Take my arms pressed on that left leg. I'm gonna stay here for a moment. If you do want some more, you're gonna try to take your forearms down on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Stay for 3, 2, Last one. And slowly release. Look forward. Gently come back up. Yes. With your core, lift all of your feet. Yes, swing to the side. Let's go back downward facing dog. All right. This kind of feels like it's coming as a beginner's class. Yeah, I hope you're feeling good. Whenever you're ready, let's do everything on the other side. Yes, left leg comes up, three-legged dog again. Left hip goes down. Keep your left glute active. It's like your heel wants to press the front of the room. Core is strong. See how high your left heel can go by keeping your left hip low on the mat. Now this time, open your hip to the left side. Squeeze the heel to the bum. Keep your right heel grounded on the mat. Notice how that feels. Now lift the right heel, left knee to the left wrist, and then shimmy the left foot to the right side for pigeon prep. Yeah, you can take your left ankle away from you as much as you want. Notice how that feels. It's like I usually say, find your sweet spot, yeah? And again, what we want to do is to try to open this one. So we're going to twist to the left side. Notice how this feels in the front right hip. If you want some more, maybe forearms down on the mat. You can even like go ballistic here by somehow doing some nice pushes. Belly is belly and core very, very much active here. Notice how this feels in the front left hip too. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Looking forward, come back to your hands. And this time, if you want some more, we're gonna tuck the back toes. We're gonna lift the right knee. Keep your right hip down. If this is really too low for you, you can find a block underneath the hip, underneath the left bum. You can take your hands on the blocks too. Keep your right leg extended and really, really active. If you want some more, hands down to the side or up and overhead. Soften the face, you can even gaze above. Again, it's not the pose here. What you're gonna try to do is feel that engagement. Notice how the right glute is here for you. For 3, 2, last one. And then release. Good job. Let's go find a double pigeon. Shimmy your way to the left hip. Step the right foot forward. Double pigeon. Right foot, right ankle on top of your left knee. Again, if you are on the blessed side of things here, go ahead and fold down. You can find pillows or blocks. Gently, maybe forearms, pressing on the right leg down onto the left. Find that length. We're just here, or if you want some more, forearms on the mat in front, or even go full on. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Take 4, 3, 2, and 1. And a release. Come back, center. All right. Step both of your feet as you unravel. Step both of your feet on the edges of the mat. Hands onto the back. Swing side to side. And now we're gonna try to attempt our full splits. Yeah. So, reminding you that all of the drills that we did are really just to open and engage. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you did all of that just now, that you can go and nail the splits. It sometimes really comes with a lot of practice of showing up on the mat. It's not just after 25 minutes of drills you can already nail it. I just want you to know what are the things that you can open and engage before you even attempt to do a full split. Yeah, so this is just one way. There's so many options to work on your full splits. This is just mine. All right, let's go. Come into your lunge, so gently. Well, I like to go and start first with my first forward fold, just like how we did earlier. Notice how your hamstrings are doing already. Plant your hand, step the left foot forward, left knee down. Or if you want to start with your left foot forward, go ahead and do that. I'm going to place 2 blocks in here with me for support at the highest. Yes, you can do, again, if you don't have blocks, thick books are nice, or anything that can help you with grounding. Now, this is my lunge. This is a nice passive stretch, hips down on the mat. So we're gonna go and pair this with a breath work. We're gonna go and engage everything. Yeah, so remember this feeling. You feel like you're squeezing an apple in the middle of your thigh. So you're pulling everything in the midline. Your pelvic floor is engaged so much, it just like wants to come up towards your throat, yeah? So pelvic floor engaged. You're firming your inner thighs. We're gonna do that for 5 counts of an inhale. And then we're gonna exhale 8. And then we're gonna release, and we're just gonna be passive in everything. We're gonna take our hips as low as we can. Yes, so we're gonna do that for 3 rounds. So first one is just on the lunge, and then we're gonna work our way towards extending our feet farther, your front feet farther and farther and farther up until we go and reach our split. Yeah, so go ahead. Do this first. You want to soften the shoulders. All of the weight is on the right heel and the left leg, left knee. So whenever you're ready, inhale deep. Exhale out the mouth. Now let's go. Inhale, engage everything. Your pelvic floor, your legs firming the inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I want you to relax and drop your hips as low as you can. Passive stretch. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. You can stay here. You don't need to go deeper. If you're here with me, we're going to shift our feet a little bit farther forward. Yes, you can do that. You can already wedge a block on your inner thigh if you feel like you need that, just like how we did earlier. Yeah. I'm going to go and lower it to the middle setting. And again, whenever you're ready, let's go. Engage everything. Tuck the tailbone. Core is active. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, deepest. 8, 7, 6, 5. Relax. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Again, this is good enough. You can stay here. You can even find pillows if you want some more. We're gonna shimmy more. This is like the last round. So if you feel like you need to extend the right leg, go ahead. Keeping your left hip down. If you're already almost there, go ahead. Yeah, so much option. And again, the option is not to go here already if you're not there yet. I want you to honor where you are. Whenever you're ready, let's go. Engage everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, relax, passive. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release, lift the hips, shimmy the right foot or the front foot back, bend that knee, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold, shake, shake, shake. Good job. Let's stay here for a moment. Find your option, vick your fingers on the big toes, our hands at the bottoms of each foot, our hands on opposite elbows, ragdoll. Close your eyes. Soften the face. You can keep a bend in the knees right now and relax your hamstrings if you want to rest. Just notice how that feels. You know, it's somehow imbalanced because one part of the hip is a little bit more open than the other. And see if you can come back to the breath, if that was a challenge or that was too much. Once you're ready, let's go back center. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And breathe out. Exhale. Let's go to the other side. Step the right foot back for your lunge. Right knee down and untuck the back toes. Yes. So I forgot to cue in from the first one that you can actually put like something on the back knee. Maybe a long towel, put it underneath, or if you want, you can put sliders as well. That helps too. That's a little bit challenging though, if that's something that you want to do. Or you can keep the back toes tucked if you feel like you need to stop because it's too much. If you don't find wedging the block on the thigh, on the hip is something that you don't want to do. So again, on this side, inhale, we're gonna firm everything in, firm the inner thighs, pelvic floor engaging, lower belly is in, yeah, pulling it up. And then exhale for 8, you're gonna go and passively release everything and go to the deepest as you can. Yeah, whenever you're ready, go with everything that you have learned from all of the drills. Left hip back, right hip down and forward. Let's go, inhale, engage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Ooh, 8, soften the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, go heavy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go. Option to stay or shimmy the left foot just a tiny bit forward if you want. Go deepest here whenever you're ready. Let's go. Inhale, engage everything. 5, firm the inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, you got this. Last one. And then release. Oh, 8, soften the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last one. You have an option. Stay here or go at your deepest. You can extend that left leg as deep as you want. Yes, you can square the hip. Yes, you can find a block underneath the hips. Once you're ready on this last part, your end range of motion, let's go. Firm the inner thighs. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. You got this. 8, 7, right hip down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Very slowly lift the hips. Gently crawl back to that forward fold. Yes, you don't need to go fast here. You can go as slow as you can. Take your blocks onto the side. Shake, shake, shake the legs if you want. Go to your Uttanasana, your favorite one. You can bend the knees. Come back to the breath. Soften the face as much as you want. Last 2. Last one. And then softly release, looking forward. Ooh, let's go directly to your seating poses. Almost there, good job. Set both of your feet together, knees to the side. Come for Baddha Konasana. Feet open like a book, hands on the ankles or wrap them on the toes. Roll the shoulders down and back, lift the crown up high, open heart. Exhale, fold all the way down. If you want to open your hips still, you can take your elbows onto the inner thighs and push it down as you try to take your heart to the toes. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lift the head, lift the heart. Come back center. Hands on your outer knees. Pull the knees together for Paschimottanasana. Extending both of your legs forward. Open the thighs and the glutes wide so you can sit down on the sit bones rather than the flesh in the bum. Knees and toes pointing sky rather than to the side. Yeah. Flexing in. Reach your hands up and overhead. Then exhale, fold down. If you can try to touch the toes today, that's fine. If you want to go for some more, yeah, since you're already open the hams and the low back and all of your hips, you can find a block, 1 or 2. That's where you're going to reach the outer edges. Maybe even more, 3. Lengthen as you breathe in. And then exhale, fold down. Again, without trying to somehow yank on the knee, I want you to think about pulling the crown of your head to the top of the mat, top of the room, or baby just to the toes. You can bend the elbows to the side, lengthen the spine. And I want you to feel the compression on your core so much that as low as you can, even if your hands are away from any kind of anchor, you're going to try to fold down as deep as you can. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release. come back center. Last one. Let's try to open the front of the hips. Let's go. You have an option to go full bridge, just like how we did the first time. You can go full wheel or maybe just camel. Yeah, bend your knees, step both of your feet, hips at the middle of your mat. Go and lie down. If you're gonna go full wheel with me, yeah, take your feet as close as you can onto the hips. If you're doing Ashtanga, this might be easy. Yeah, plant your hands underneath your knees. Turn in with your elbows or turn out if it's tight for today. Once you're ready, tuck the tailbone, lift your hips. This is good enough. Or plant on the hands, come to full wheel. You want to think about engaging the glutes so you can lift your hips high, high, high. Press on all of your hands, your feet. Firm the inner thighs, knees in. We're here for 5, 4, 3, heart forward, 2, hips high. Last one. And then let's release. Bend the elbows. Gently chin to chest as you drop your shoulders, your hips low. Hands onto the side once you're there. Close your eyes first. Maybe one hand to your heart, another to the belly, or both hands onto the belly. And just notice how releasing that felt. On your next breath, you have an option to stay here, stay in your Savasana, or close to your practice with me by opening your eyes, showing me the feet side to side. And then slowly lean in towards your right side. And then sit back towards your easy sitting pose. Hosting your practice today in a really, really grounding breath. Hands onto the knees, bend the elbows, close your eyes here. Notice how centered, a little bit more aligned you feel maybe. Notice the sensation on your palms, on your knees, grounding you to your center, to your present moment. And allow this practice to also create some space towards what the next part of your journey will bring you and where you want to be led. Take both of your hands in the prayer, guide it towards your heart. Bow down as if gazing into your own heart. We say namaste. Open your eyes. And we're done. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice for today. The one that we did right now is really, really different from what we usually do. The usual flows in this channel. This is somewhat like a see-through on what I do on my private mentorship. If this is something that resonates with you and you want to learn more into this kinds of exercises to add or complement your flows, your power vinyasa flows, go ahead and message me and let's work something out. Thank you so much again for allowing me to guide you in your practice. Let me know how this went and I'll see you on the next one.